Hi guys. Okay, for starters, I want to apologize for like my crazy curls today. They're out of control and I know there's pieces sticking up everywhere, but I was in a rush this morning and I really wanted to get this video done, so we're just gonna have to deal with the hair. Okay, I want to talk to you today about a product that I just don't think gets enough love, and it's lonely and just needs you to love it. It's Vaseline. This product has so many beauty uses, it's unreal. It's so cheap too, and you get so much product in here. I think this is 100 grams. Like, how can you go wrong? So I'm going to run down 10 beauty uses for this product that I think will be helpful. Stick around if you're interested. Vaseline, surprisingly, makes a great eye makeup remover. It'll remove anything. It'll remove waterproof mascara. It will remove fake eyelash. It'll take the glue right off your eyelids, and as well, it'll take the glue right off your eyelashes, so it'll allow you to wear them longer without really damaging them or using any harsh chemicals on them. This is especially great for people that have sensitive skin. I know that I use MAC wipes, for example, like every single day almost. And even when I use those around my eyes, I find them to be very irritating and they burn and they make my eyes itch. It's just unpleasant. So I prefer to use MAC wipes on my face and I use Vaseline on my eyes at night. But yeah, like I said, it'll remove anything and it's very gentle and moisturizing. So it's a win-win-win. Okay, and the second thing is, if you already use it for an eye makeup remover, you're already basically doing this. It is a great eyelash treatment for nighttime use. So if you put a coat of Vaseline on your eyelashes at night, it'll help them to stay very soft and supple and as well grow in thicker. I just want to put a little disclaimer here is that I'm not totally sold on the idea that Vaseline is actually prompting eyelash growth. What I think is happening, and I'm not an expert, but just from my own personal experience, I think what's going on is that it's moisturizing your eyelashes so they're like considerably less brittle and therefore they don't fall out as much. So if they're not falling out as much, it means you're keeping your eyelashes for a longer period of time, and then it can make your eyelashes as a set look much fuller. Vaseline makes a great scrub, like an exfoliating scrub for your face. For those of you that find that they need a little bit of moisture, you know, I find that scrubs in the wintertime, especially for my skin, it's very dry. It can be abrasive and aggravating, and I just need a little bit of extra moisture. If you take sea salt and Vaseline and mix them together, it makes a great scrub that actually helps to moisturize at the same time that it's removing dead skin cells. Now, as an unruly eyebrow tamer, we've all had those days where we've slept funny or something and we have like an eyebrow like ting and then ting and they're just sticking up in all sorts of crazy directions and nothing you can do can fix it. You know, you tried brushing it, you tried water, but they just, it's like a cowlick. They just seem to have a mind of their own. A great tamer for these is actually Vaseline. You just take a little bit and put a thin coat over your eyebrows. Now, when I say thin, I mean thin. You don't want like greasy, shiny eyebrows. That's just not nice and won't do anything to help your problem. Or if you don't want to put it on with your finger, you can always take a little bit on an eyebrow brush on the fluffy side, so this side right here, and then you can brush it through. It's a great cuticle moisturizer. Shouldn't have shown you my hands as I haven't done my nails in forever. But it'll really help if you're prone to, you know, dry skin around your nails and maybe hangnails, which is the result of dry skin. If you just put it on once a day, every other day, it'll really help. You'll really see a difference. And when we're talking about nails, it's also a great manicure extender. Let's say you painted your nails a couple days ago and you know, they're not chipping yet, but they've lacked that shine and that luster that they have on their first day. If you put a little bit of Vaseline as a coat on top of your nail polish, it'll really help to bring that shine back and make it look brand new. Vaseline is a great moisturizer for acne, or should I say acne-prone skin. I was really suffering last year and earlier this year from breaking out in like my chin area. And I found that if I used at night an acne treatment and then covered it with Vaseline, that it really helped it work. And I think that that's just because it acted as a sealant and helped keep that acne medication or acne treatment on my skin as opposed to rubbing off on my pillow when I slept. So it also really helps moisturize, because acne treatments, we all know, can be quite drying. So if you're covering it with Vaseline, that adds a little bit of moisture, and let's say you have a breakout, you know, the worst thing about trying to cover a breakout is if it's scaly from being dried out by your treatment. It actually helps with that. It puts moisture back in so that it makes that zit a little bit easier to cover, which is good news for us all, trust me. Vaseline is like my secret weapon for perfume extension. Now I'm not talking about the bottles, ladies. It's not going to magically grow perfume in, you know, your cabinet. No. What you do is, you know, what it actually does is help you use your perfume more effectively. So if you take a little bit of Vaseline and you cover the spots on your skin, like your neck or, you know, your wrist, the spots on your skin where you're going to be applying perfume, it helps that perfume to stick to your skin and holds the scent for a much longer period of time. Vaseline is also a great help for dry feet. I know, especially in the summertime for me, when I'm wearing flip-flops almost every day, I'm really hard on my feet and I don't take proper care of them, and they can get really dry and cracky, and that's not pleasant. So if you take a shower at night, or even if you just soak your feet at night, when you pull your feet out, you know, give them a good scrub, like a good exfoliation with a pumice stone or something along those lines. Slather them with a good moisturizer, like a moisturizing cream, and then I like to cover that cream once it's soaked in with a generous layer of Vaseline, which, like I've mentioned before, I find acts as a sealant, and so helps protect that moisture and seal that moisture in. Then I cover it with a sock so I don't get my bed all grimy, and I wake up with soft feet. And I find if you use this even just twice a week, it can be a huge help. You'll notice a real improvement in your feet. This can also be used as a lip balm. I often just dab some on in the middle of the day or put some on at night before I go to bed. But my favorite thing to do, I've just discovered, is to actually use my favorite lip balm first. Now this can be any lip balm, and when I say my favorite, I have lots of favorites, but right now I was using Soft Lips. So I put Soft Lips on first and then put a little bit of Vaseline over top before I go to bed, and I find that I wake up with really plump, soft lips. Especially, let's say if you have a cold and, you know, we're all stuffed up, so you're gonna, you know, maybe wake up and you've slept with your mouth open all night because you can't breathe. It'll really help with those dry lips, because let's face it, they can get quite dry in that situation. Even works really well as like a lip gloss. If you know, put your favorite lipstick on and just put a dab of Vaseline over top, it won't change the color of your lipstick, but it'll give it a nice shiny finish. If you're, let's say, wearing a matte lipstick and you really love the color but you just wish it had a little bit of shine, perfect, it's perfect, and you don't have to buy a clear gloss. And my bonus tip, which is kind of beauty related but not really beauty related, is in blister prevention. Ladies, we've all had those beautiful, gorgeous, sexy heels that we want to wear, but we haven't worn them out yet, but you know, we're going clubbing that night or something. Let's say you wear your brand new shoes out to the club one night and you come home, you know, and you have a giant blister on the back of your foot. It's not good. So before you go out, what you want to do is figure out what point on your foot is going to rub the most in your shoe. So it's usually around the heel or sometimes even around the front of the shoe. And just take your foot out of the shoe and put a layer of Vaseline on those points where it's going to rub the most. And what this does is it creates a barrier between your foot and your shoe. So there's less friction. It's like there's a moisturizer there, so it's like it doesn't, you know, rub as much, and therefore there's no blisters. Telling you, since I've been using this, I haven't had a single problem. It's amazing. I just want to finish off by saying I don't recommend getting a tub of Vaseline. I think that it's not as sanitary. If you have the option, I would get the tube. Now this is because, you know, when you have the tub, you're forced to stick your hands in there and like your fingers, and I don't know if you can see, you can't see. I have an eyelash in there, so I mean you're contaminating the rest of the product. So with the tube, it's A, more travel friendly, and B, you can just squeeze out whatever amount you want. You don't have to worry about getting the rest of the product all like gunky or grimy or bacteria-y with whatever on your hands. Well, that's it. I hope that you found this helpful, and I hope you learned some new tips and new uses for Vaseline that you didn't know you could use it for. If you have any tips for Vaseline that you use regularly and you love but I didn't mention, please leave a comment below. I would love to hear about it because I love, love, love this product, and I think that it's so great and that everyone should have a tub of it, or a tube of it, should I say. And I would love to have more suggestions for it. So anyway, I hope you're all having a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.